101.3 WMSC.
WMSC Upper Montclair,
New Jersey.
And good morning and welcome back to the Morning Buzz Wednesday edition. It is April 27th, 2022, and we have an exciting show for you. And you're probably wondering, what is the update on Isaiah's headphones today? And I will say they sound terrible, and it sounds like something is exploding in my ears, but that is fine because I'm joined by a great cast of people. First, we'll start off with someone that woke up on time today, I think, set his alarms, worked a shift right before work. We got none other than Aiden, co-host. We also have Amina, our newscaster, Anthony for sports, and Lana holding it down, telling us what to do with our time during the week. Guys, before we get started into things, how y'all doing?
Exquisite.
Exquisite.
Ooh. Yeah.
That's nice. Anyways, I still can't hear anything in these headphones. So, Amina, take it away and give us the news.
All right. So, in national news, the Ukrainian armed forces have acknowledged the loss of several towns and villages in eastern regions as Russia steps up its ground offensive. Despite the loss of territory, Ukrainian authorities said 9 enemy attacks were repulsed. Ukrainian troops are essentially fighting in 3 directions to prevent Russian forces from taking over all of the Donetsk and Luhansk regions, which have been the Kremlin's declared goal. In state news, drivers in New Jersey who use Easy Pass and pay with a debit or credit card are getting a $36 million gift from the Turnpike Authority and other toll agencies, commissioners of the toll agency that also runs the Garden State Parkway, approved paying for 3 years of credit card processing fees instead of passing them on to drivers who use plastic to replenish or make one-time Easy Pass payments. In local news, Family Promise of Essex County is seeking volunteers for a new stabilization initiative, Circles Essex. Family Promise has partnered with Circles USA to launch Circles Essex, the first chapter of the organization in New Jersey. Circles Essex mission is to reduce poverty throughout Essex County and to remove barriers that keep people in poverty. Volunteer opportunities include becoming a Circle Alley or facilitator, provide childcare, join a resource team, and sponsor a meal for a Circles meeting. The weather today, it is mostly sunny with a high of 57 and a low of 39, with a humidity level of 50% and good air quality at 24.
Thank you so much, Amina. And it was great to finally hear the end of that, as I have been able to hear things in my headphones. And at one point, you sounded like normal. Then it went to like 1,000 volume, and my eardrums were destroyed.
Same. I didn't realize mine were not playing sound until you turned it on.
Hey guys, radio. Anthony, I'm excited to hear this as well. Amina, we thank you very much. But now it is time for some sports.
Wait, is the sports world on fire?
It's on fire.
Thank you. All right. In sports news, President of the NCAA, Mark Emmert, announced that he will be stepping down from the president position by June 30th of next year. This comes after the Supreme Court decided that college athletes were allowed to be compensated off of their likeness and marketability. In a statement to the press, Emmert addressed his time in the position. Quote, "I'm extremely proud of the work of the association over the last 12 years and the dedication of the national office staff here in Indianapolis. The decision allows the NCAA Board of Directors to have time to decide who the next president will be, while also being able to draft up the new constitution that works with NIL policies regarding student-athlete compensation." The NBA playoffs continued last night with 3 more first-round matchups. First up on the slate was Game 5 between the Atlanta Hawks against the Miami Heat. The Hawks were facing elimination down 3-1 in the series. Heat led by 12 going into the break, but the Hawks were able to rally back and force it to a 3-point game. And with the final possession, the Hawks looked to all-star guard Trae Young to send it to overtime. But his shot rimmed out, and the Heat were able to hold off the Hawks 97-94 and advance to the second round. The Heat will now play the winner of the 76ers-Raptors series. Second game up on Tuesday was the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Memphis Grizzlies. Series was tied up at 2 games apiece after a nail-biting T-Wolves victory in Game 4. After a 30-point third quarter, the T-Wolves led by 11 going into the fourth, but the Grizzlies caught fire, scoring 37 points in the fourth quarter, capped off by a Ja Morant game-winning layup with 1 second left to give the Grizzlies a 111-109 victory in Game 5 to give Memphis a 3-2 series lead. And the last game of the night was Game 5 between the Pelicans and the Suns. Pelicans have shown a lot of resolve at this point in the series, forcing the one-seeded Suns to a 2-2 series tie. The Suns beat the Pelicans 112-97. Defensive Player of the Year finalist Mikal Bridges finished with 31 points to give the Suns a 3-2 lead, with Game 6 being played tomorrow at 7:30. The Yankees held off the Baltimore Orioles last night in a 12-8 slugfest. First baseman Anthony Rizzo had his first career 3-home-run game, and Aaron Judge rang in his 31st birthday with a home run as the Bombers extended their winning streak to 4. Severino gets the win, improving his record to 2-0. And the Mets took down the St. Louis Cardinals last night 3-0. Starling Marte accounted for 2 of the Mets' 3 RBIs as Chris Bassett threw 6 innings and picked up his 3rd win of the young season. Mets are 8-2 in their last 10 games as they continue their red-hot start with a league best 14-5 record.
Wow, the Mets, like the sports world, is on fire. That's exciting. And that was your sports report on WMSC 90.3 FM, and this is the Morning Buzz. And before we move on into Ukraine and Russia, I am very happy for this moment, and I was waiting for this. I think, what was it, Tuesday night, because Anthony is a good old Nets fan, and his team is already out of here. Bye, Anthony. It was a great time. The Nets are trash. Yeah, it feels good. How do you feel right now?
I love how you'd rather root for the Celtics than the Nets. What kind of Raptors fan are you?
Let's go. Hey, I mean, the Raptors about to take care of business against Philly. They're gonna win the whole thing. No delusional thoughts at all. Yeah, they're the best team in the East.
All I gotta say about the Nets is every other playoff series went to at least 5 games, except the Nets series. They got swept.
Yeah.
That makes me sick.
Honestly, that was probably the biggest flop, I think, in recent sports history, where in the beginning of the season, much like everyone else, I thought the Nets were guaranteed to be at the very minimum the Eastern Conference.
Everyone
Finals.
was saying at the beginning of the season it was Nets Lakers.
Yeah,
and
I forgot the Lakers are just as disappointing.
Where we are.
Here we are. It's probably gonna be Milwaukee and
the way Boston's looking, they're probably gonna beat Milwaukee.
That's true. I can see Boston making it. You want to do one more prediction?
For what? For
NBA Finals
NBA
prediction?
Finals?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take the Celtics, and I'm gonna take. I think the Suns are gonna make it out of the first round and go all the way to the finals.
Oh,
so Celtics Suns.
There you have it, guys. Confirmed. Anthony says it. It's got to be true. But now we have to move on, sadly, from sports because guess what? This isn't First Take. This is not Stephen A's show. This is the Morning Buzz, and we have some news to talk about, especially when it pertains to things going on around the world. And we're going to start off our show back in Ukraine. So the U.S. and Ukraine have been pressing their allies to move, quote, heaven and earth to keep Kyiv well supplied with weapons. Russian forces have moved their assault and are focusing on eastern and southern Ukraine amid growing fears the war could spill over the country's borders. For the second day in a row, explosions were rocking the separatist region of Transdniester in neighboring Moldova, knocking out 2 powerful radio antennas close to the Ukrainian border. No one claimed responsibility for the attacks, but Ukraine has assumed it has to be Russia. Poland and Bulgaria said that Putin is cutting off natural gas supplies to the 2 countries starting today. Both nations had refused Russia's demands that they pay in rubles. Poland has been a major gateway for the delivery of weapons to Ukraine and confirmed this week that it's sending the country's tanks. The potential effect of the cutoff was not immediately clear. Poland said it was well prepared for such a move after working for years to reduce its reliance on Russian energy. But Bulgaria gets over 90% of its gas from Russia to this day. And officials say that they're trying to find other sources to help offset this cutoff of Russian energy. After an unexpectedly fierce resistance by Ukrainian forces that thwarted Russia's attempt to take Ukraine's capital, Moscow says it's focused on the capture of Donbas, the mostly Russian-speaking industrial region of eastern Ukraine. Whew. I think it's important that we still talk about this crisis going on, this war going on, because I feel like, at least in the social media world of things, it's definitely I don't think people are talking about it as much. It reminds me of recently with COVID, like people are kind of, I hate to say it, but they're kind of moving on to another thing, despite it still being a lot of tragedy that these people are facing and unnecessary crime and war crimes being committed by Russia. But yeah, it's definitely tough seeing that. And then the cutoff is definitely a sign, I think, to the rest of the Western world again, where Russia is kind of, I don't know, I feel like they're begging for someone to take action on them at this point. Aiden, Shadow Realm, man.
Sorry, yeah, I was waiting for it.
You're definitely not on mic one. So what's the other mic next to you, pal?
Am I not on mic one? Why is mic one
Yeah,
above me?
take that one. You sound better already.
Which one?
You're good.
I have
That
two
one.
mics now.
You're two mic Aiden. That is hilarious to watch.
Sorry. Yeah, no, I was waiting to hop in. I was wondering why you couldn't hear me. I think it's gross how there are a lot of things, and you can pick at least a dozen by now of tragedies that were made into trends by the media, and they're supported by the mass majority until they get bored of it. And it doesn't matter if the tragedy gets worse, gets better. Once the media is bored of it, the mass population is bored of it, and then those people stop getting the help they need.
100%. I mean, it's the same thing that was happening in Palestine at the time, where there was that huge movement, and then suddenly the news wasn't talking about it, social media wasn't talking about it. So it's like, do people actually care, or is this just like, I gotta save face and make sure everyone knows that I'm a somewhat caring human being or something? I don't know. It's bizarre to see that it's only getting worse, but it seems like less people are caring.
It's just weird because the effects that this event is going to have for years to come is going to be massive. And the fact that like you said, that not that many people care about it just speaks waves to how our society has really moved away from breaking news and more towards just what's trending.
Yeah, 100%.
And once the story just wears out its welcome, it's not the thing that you talk about. But now you're seeing that it's becoming imperative that Russia needs to be stopped, because like the border crisis, as you said, Ukraine could be the first of many that face Russia's wrath in Eastern Europe.
Yeah, I mean, they already started with Poland and Bulgaria cutting off their gas supplies. And luckily, Poland was, kind of ahead of the curve and thinking of other ways to do it. But it seems like Bulgaria might be in for a very massive struggle at this point. But yeah, so we're going to move on to our next story. It is with another college. Aiden, your one mic is gone now. You're just Aiden one mic.
I'm kind of sad about it.
I know. I mean, it was kind of a power move to have both, but
it kind of was. Can we turn both of them on same time?
Oh my God.
See what happens?
Please, no. Harvard.
Yes, my least favorite of the big schools. Harvard University is vowing to spend $100 million to study and make up for its extensive ties with slavery. The plan is to identify and support the descendants of enslaved people who were forced into work at the Ivy League campus. President Lawrence Bacow announced the funding as Harvard released a new report detailing the many ways the college benefited from slavery and perpetuated racial inequality. But the report stopped short of recommending direct financial reparations, and officials have no immediate plans for that kind of support. The report found that Harvard's faculty, staff, and leaders enslaved more than 70 Black and Native American people from the school's founding in 1636 to 1783. It cautions that the figure is almost certainly an undercount. Using historical records, researchers were able to identify dozens of enslaved people by name, along with their connection to the university. Enslaved men and women served numerous Harvard presidents and professors and fed and cared for Harvard students. Along with the 70 people who were enslaved, the report also lists their enslavers, including several Harvard presidents and high-ranking officials. And the campus buildings, rooms, and professorships are still named after them.
That is, that's a tough one, man. Would anyone like to start? Because I feel like I'd like to let someone else begin. Anybody? Would you like me to start?
I can take a crack at it.
Sure.
Because I was reading through it and I was like, oh, Harvard's paying $100. Nerds. And then I read it and it was the last sentence. I don't know if you heard my voice fall off, but it was for extensive ties with slavery. Like that kind of
Yeah.
came out of nowhere.
Uh-huh.
But I'm disappointed that they're not doing direct financial reparations, especially to the families that they've connected with and have made a big like media buzz about. However, I think this is a good step in the right direction. I think it's good that they're getting out. It's good that they're getting this out and taking responsibility before they're forced to. You know what I mean? There's a
Yeah.
lot of companies, businesses, people that will only apologize and make these reparations after they've been caught. So it's kind of refreshing to see them do it, even if it's just a way to get less flack for it.
Yeah, I think it's definitely what you said, it's a step in the right direction. And I'm glad that they did take that kind of approach where we're gonna be the ones to kind of put this out here. We're not proud about it, and we'd like to somewhat repay for the negative things that people before us did. I will say, if there's still buildings like this whole concept, and I can't stand this, is the whole idea, like especially with the Confederate statues, where people are like, well, we need to have them up to remember. Like, I'd like, if you want to keep them up, you could put that in a museum somewhere, because then that's like historical context place. But people still look at like those statues like, man, that was a great time or something. It's just, I don't know, if we're gonna keep having buildings and like all these things still named after these people, I think that's disingenuous with what they're trying to do. Just rename the building, change the statues, call out all your former Harvard presidents who, by what I can tell, were not good people if they owned slaves. And then let's move on and be better. But I don't know, it feels kind of halfway, but not all the way there.
Sorry. Can I go on a tangent for a second?
Yes, please.
You saying something reminded me. There's one thing I hate more than anything, and it comes from a lot of history, like buffs or like history buffs, and it came from a lot of teachers back in school. You ever have like a teacher where you'd be like, hey, objectively owning slaves makes you morally bad. And then the teacher will bring up like George Washington or someone and be like,
Oh my
no,
God.
don't worry. It was fine for the time. Like, that hasn't changed. Like, there were people back then being like, owning people is wrong. I think that's such a harmful, like, because that might be something they use to defend these Harvard presidents. Oh, we don't want to erase our history because it was the normal for the time. It's not normal. It was never normal. It was
No.
just okay legally at the time.
It's just, I 100%, like, I can't stand that thought process where it's like, yeah, guys, we have to keep all these things up to remember what our country was like, and then we can learn from it. That is the dumbest thing ever. Does Germany have a giant statue of Hitler still up? No, because that's not something to be proud of. And all these Confederate leaders who owned slaves, who did horrible things, are not something to be proud of. We should get rid of it. Now, I understand you can't forget it because that actually happened. Put it in the textbooks, put it in a museum. That's a place where you learn about what our country's history is, and it makes sense there. But to still leave them up and act like it's like a good thing, it's like, I don't know. It's very,
No, yeah. It's the difference
it's so
between
annoying.
it's the difference between remembering something so that you don't repeat it. And that's in a textbook that's taught to you. And the difference between glorizing like awful people. Like you see those statues, there's like 7 feet tall of some Confederate leader on his horse, just making an absolute glorization of him
Yeah.
instead of just putting his name down in some textbook so kids can learn about him in school. That's all he should be. He should be a name in a textbook. He shouldn't be anyone that anyone is looking up to.
Not at all. And guys, any final thoughts before we go on to break? Yes, no, in between. Get it out of your system.
I'll just say, I feel like it's kind of weird that they do still have buildings and statues of these people, because I feel like since then there's so many like successful people that went to Harvard that can be utilized. Like they don't, I feel like people today, like a lot of colleges, like they'll easily be like, oh, like we're gonna name our building to this now in honor of like this celebrity or something, like somebody that went there. So I feel like it doesn't make any sense why they do still have these, I don't know, I was gonna say old people, but
No, it's fair. I mean, they're dead. They're
have
definitely
these
dead by this
people
point.
as like names for their buildings and like statues of them. There's more important people
Exactly.
that are likable.
I agree with that. I mean, like, I know we're a much smaller school, but we recently changed College Hall to Cole Hall. So why can't that be done here?
Yeah, it's really not that hard. Just
Yeah,
like
and Harvard's got a long list.
yeah,
They can
like
really just pick a name out of the hat. and
honestly, doctors, professionals everywhere. It's come on, guys. There's really no excuse to still have that. Harvard, get your act together. You're an Ivy League. We expect better. But here at WMSC 90.3 Upper Montclair, we are going to take a break. And when we come back, we got some more stories to talk about. There's something not in our script that I actually want to play for you guys, and I want to get your reactions. So yeah, stay tuned for that.
To buy your home, you became a house hunting ace, learned about loans, scoured.
Oh, we are back here on the morning buzz. I didn't unmute myself. That's crazy. Um, that was In the Dark, guys. Great soundtrack for a movie, I thought. Shang-Chi, great. Guys, this is the morning buzz, WMSC 90.3 Upper Montclair, and we have some more things to talk about, but more importantly, I do have to adjust my volume as well. There was something wild that I saw while I was on the internet doing research for the show, and I thought it was an SNL sketch. So I'm gonna try and play it for you because it is on so many different levels of absurd. And I'm just gonna, I guess I'll let it do the talking for me. So here it is. This is part of an election campaign.
Are you a racist? Do you hate Mexicans? The media calls us racist for wanting to build Trump's wall. They censor us, but it doesn't change the truth. Joe Biden's open border is killing Ohioans, with more illegal drugs and more Democrat voters pouring into this country. This issue is personal. I nearly lost my mother to the poison coming across our border. No child should grow up an orphan. I'm JD Vance.
What in the...
I'm sorry. Did he say the poison?
Yeah, I'm gonna replay it very quickly because once again, this is real. This is not made up. This is an actual human being running for an elected position in this country. Good Lord, we're gonna run it back. Hopefully we'll play.
The media calls us racist for wanting to build Trump's wall. They censor us, but it doesn't change the truth. Joe Biden's open border is killing Ohioans, with more illegal drugs and more Democrat voters pouring into this country. This issue is personal. I nearly lost my mother to the poison coming across our border. No child should grow up an orphan. I'm JD Vance, and I approve this message because whatever...
So you get the idea where this giant piece of garbage, typical Ohioan white man, and then people ask why I don't like Ohio. That's why. It's because everyone there is like a giant version of Sussex County.
They're JD Vance.
Absolute disgusting human being. And you know what? Knowing this country and knowing Ohio, he's probably gonna get elected.
Hey Isaiah, want to know something funny?
Tell me.
Trump just endorsed
I
him
know
and laid down money for his campaign with a guarantee he was gonna win.
And this is the kind of stuff where I cannot understand how we all live in the same country. Now, I love the United States for its diversity. We get so many thoughts and ideas from everywhere, but this kind of ideas are absolutely harmful. And the most shameful part about it is that there are people that are like, man, that guy's right. How are Mexicans destroying Ohio?
How are they poisonous?
How are they poisonous? And then
the
how
whole last line.
How did it become personal? He's like, and then my mother was almost destroyed. By
Yes,
And
like
no one wants to become an orphan.
like what?
He has like
Where
a
was the
supervillain
correlation?
origin story.
Ohio is
just-
more close to the Canadian
This man really
border,
thinks he's
not
Batman.
the Mexican border. Well,
Uh-huh.
there's a big gap there.
This man, JD Vance, really thinks he's Batman.
He's just
I almost
conservative
lost my
Batman.
mother.
For real. I
Audio
just
listeners love you to death. He looks like the most average white man ever.
JD Vance,
Exactly.
you're not Batman. You could never
you're
be
not
Batman.
that guy.
I'm on his website. Do I put in a bunch of fake names and numbers? I think that'd be
What
really
does JD
funny.
even
Yes.
stand for?
James David.
That's a
James David
stupid
Vance.
name. That's an
um,
NPC name.
You're an absolute garbage of a human being, and I wish nothing but the worst things upon you. And I hope your life is absolutely terrible.
Yep.
And you know what? I hope a nice Mexican family moves right next door to you, and they are more successful and have a blessed life because you're just disgusting and you're gross.
Isaiah, he got merch though.
He got Oh, let me
He got
talk about
merch
it real
though.
quick.
These mugs kind of nice, Isaiah.
Hey, I
Wait,
mean, if
free
you got a
merch?
nice mug,
Isaiah,
hold on a second. Here we go.
$30 for an adjustable hat that says
Let's
Vance on it.
go.
Wait,
30
what
bucks,
position is he
though?
running for? Hold on.
Senate.
It was Senate.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's in a mixed family.
I was
Wait, now I'm
about to
confused.
say that. That makes it even more sad.
I'm so lost.
Dude, wow. He's married to a young lady named Usha. I don't know where she's from. But wow. That's crazy.
I'm so confused.
I'm assuming her family at one point were immigrants as well. So
Different borders.
yeah,
Different
you
border.
know,
That's
he
probably his
clearly hates
excuse.
just Mexicans, I guess. That's crazy. Wow.
It's the
Hey,
fact that he was okay with saying that. Like, who wrote the script for him?
I know. And then someone edited that. Someone was like, all right, now I have to place the dramatic
what
beat
are the
drop right here.
odds? What are the odds that like he actually doesn't believe that, but just someone from the Republican Party just like gave him that script and said, "Say that."
I don't think so,
I
man.
mean,
He wrote a
feel
book
like
apparently.
I think he's got to be believing some part of that.
I feel like politicians though they'll do anything to
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Um,
saying. Like, do you think like he just said that just so
You
he can
think
get
it's a
votes?
gimmick?
because I feel like regardless, people are gonna hate or like him. So if he has to lie and get the
Yeah.
wrong side of people to like him, I feel like he doesn't really care.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Like,
I guess it's the phrase, what is it? Good publicity? No,
publicity,
publicity.
bad publicity is still publicity.
Yeah. Something like that.
So I guess we'll never know.
Yeah,
We'll
I
never
mean,
know. He's
This
gonna-
man went to Yale.
of course he did. This is my thing about Ivy League schools. Sometimes these people, just because they're smart, doesn't mean we should trust them.
I
All
don't-
right,
I'm on his Wikipedia page. I'm just trying to figure out what happened to his mother.
right.
To just check on his like backstory, his little origin story he's got going. I can't find anything. It just says his parents got divorced.
Apparently he
Maybe.
wrote a book, and like that has some stuff to do with what. his
Every
mom-
politician-
Oh,
written
his
a book
mother
at one
was a
point.
drug addict.
Yeah,
How is that anyone's fault?
with a heroin overdose.
Tragic and unfortunate, but he's blaming an entire
Right?
like race of people.
The arc of an opiate epidemic.
He said, "My mom is a drug addict."
So
But those
is he
Mexicans,
trying to say that the drugs,
strictly from Mexico, yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
sir?
Mexicans
Jeez.
created drugs, apparently,
His name
guys.
is James David Vance, but he was born James Donald Bowman.
What? Oh, maybe he just didn't like his dad. Or
Stage
something.
name.
His state. Oh, initials always do it better, I guess. Hey, so that was the surprise video for you guys. I'm glad we got to talk about that because what a terrible human. Anyways, we're gonna talk about even more terrible humans, I guess. Bad cops. So in a fake town, it's actually a real town, Bordentown Township Police Chief Ryan Pesky has been charged. Gotta add a little accent on there. Has been charged with drunken driving. The incident centers around a crash in Mercer County where police allege he left the scene and he did not report the incident. The 23-year-old officer is also the town's chief and has had that role since 2018. Think about that for a second. And Anthony, you brought it up.
Yeah.
How old was he when he was police chief?
So
of his
he's
town?
23 now, and he's been the chief for 5 years. So he was 18 when he became the chief of the town.
Like, what in the world?
Like he was
there
just handed the
no one
keys.
else?
Yeah, like, was he like the son of the police chief? And he's like, as soon as you're 18, you got the keys to the town, kind of deal.
He had to have been. That's gotta.
And
be
that's
why.
my only guess on how you can be police chief that fast. That's crazy. Anyways, he has now officially been charged with 5 traffic offenses for the crash in Hamilton University Heights neighborhood. The offenses are listed as reckless and careless driving, in addition to drunken driving, leaving the scene of an accident involving property damage, and failing to report an accident. The chief has declined numerous opportunities to comment on the situation. All we know is that his lawyer, John Hartman, confirmed the incident. Michael Theokas, Bordentown's township administrator, said the town is aware of the incident and Pesquet's charges. Quotes, at this time, Chief Pesquet has been placed on restricted duty until further notice, pending the investigation results. The township has no further comment at this time.
Okay, guys, wait. I just found his like biography
Ooh.
on the website, and he's not 23 because he graduated from the College of New Jersey in 1998.
What?
So,
Isaiah, you got your fact checkers out
Oh
here.
man, NJ.com.
but
What are you
he,
doing?
yeah, he was promoted to chief in 2018.
So he's been 20.
Okay.
He's been in the position for 23 years.
Oh, looks like I read it wrong.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Isaiah, we're gonna get canceled, Isaiah.
canceled.
I was about to
Hey,
say, I'm like,
hold
there's
on.
no way they would make a police chief at 18 years old.
I would like to apologize for what I've done. It was not okay. And I'm just gonna take it one day at a time, adjust on the tape, see where we can get better. Coaches have got a great game plan for us. And we're just gonna keep on adjusting and take
Take
it
it day
by
at a
day.
time. Take it day by day.
You know,
We're a
Anyways,
great team. We have great
Let's
players.
pretend like I didn't make. Hey, we're all human, right? Yeah, bad cop, right? It's not the heat's off me. The heat's on him. What do you guys think about that though? For especially if someone to have a position of power to just kind of leave the scene and then pretend like nothing happened of an accident is kind of, I don't know. Every time we talk about cops, it's like you're like, oh, we should expect this and expect that, but it never seems to really happen. Because I mean, if cops do their job correctly, we're not going to talk about it. But as soon as they mess up, we have to. So, yeah, this is a hard one again because it's just, I don't know. If we're in 2018, 2022, whatever year past like 2012, I mean, should we, or any year really, but should we even be considering drunken drive? There's so many other alternatives to get home now. Like you can order a car ride from your phone at this point. You could call a taxi, you could get an Uber, a Lyft, you can call your friends. I'm sure someone at the police station, if you're the chief, would be like, yo, I'll help out, chief. Just be like, I don't know. It's just so irresponsible that people can actually get into a car while drunk and then try to drive home. Like I get like we're all college students and you drink and all that stuff, but I don't know. If you're still doing that at this point of time, you're honestly just a terrible human as well. Today is a day of terrible human beings. Just be responsible. Like that is such a reckless way of putting other people's lives and your own for no reason.
I just have a rule. Like if I even have a sip of alcohol, I will never drive my car. So that's why, like, if I'm going out to someone's house and I know I'm gonna be drinking, I'm either staying over that house. I'm telling them ahead of time I'm staying over, or I'm not drinking, and they just go, all right. Then
that's fair. And you know what, Anthony? That's very responsible, and I think more people should look at it that way. Like you have fun, live your life, but you have to be responsible because I mean, you've heard so many stories of innocent people that were just driving, and then there's just one idiot that's driving 97 while drunk on a highway, and then someone loses their lives for no reason. Like it's so unnecessary. Amina, what do you think?
It bothers me that they're like, he's been placed on restricted duty until further notice. Because it's like, if this was a regular person that was like, having these crashes and then just leaving, it would be like immediately jail. Like they would be arrested immediately and probably like going to court. I feel like luckily it doesn't say, but like no one has been hurt. So I guess it's like there's no like life-threatening charges to put against him right now. But at the same time, it's also like he's a cop and you're already charging him with 5 offenses and you're just gonna put him on restricted duty. I just feel like that's little.
Yeah. Did he have bail?
I'm not sure about that.
I don't know if he actually did get like actually arrested and had to pay bail or anything like that. Was there?
Let's see. As I try to look for that answer for you, do you think he should be terminated, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because like imagine you're like somebody. I feel like usually when I see like cops on the road, there's not a doubt in my mind that they're not drunk. Like I'm like, okay, they're watching out for the people on the road. But it's like if you yourself are intoxicated and so are they, it's like, who are you helping? At this point, everybody's in danger. So it's like I feel like that's kind of just below the belt there.
Yeah.
They're also supposed to be setting an example
Mm-hmm.
for the rest of us. And the word that like kept popping in my head after hearing the story was hypocritical.
Absolutely, because he's probably pulled so many drunk drivers over in his time as a police officer, and for him to just do the same exact thing and then face really no repercussions until 2022 and still seemingly keep his job, it's just like, hey, we're just gonna put you on leave for a little bit, seems to be what's going on here. So
like 5 times. Like
that's 5 different charges for this.
Times. I feel like at that point, like that's a little extreme. Like any one of those times could have ended badly.
No, it was one crime, but there were 5 charges for it. So he was drunk, didn't report it, fled the scene, and then it was something else. But I don't believe he was arrested, Anthony. I haven't found anything saying he was like arrested. I think he's just been charged recently after an investigation.
Crazy. Like he wasn't even apprehended and like posted bail or anything like that.
Yeah,
that's even wild.
That's insane. And it occurred at 10:25 on a Friday night. Good Lord.
Did they just like drive him home? Chief,
No, I
where's your
think
drink? We're just gonna drive you home.
Yeah, he fled the scene.
But like the cops, when they found him, like they didn't do anything.
No, he didn't report it. And then they found out.
How long do you think he was just chilling then? Just
I
hoping
think
they
he
didn't
probably
know?
went home and then I don't know. I'm assuming it was for a little bit because to finally get charged like 4 years later, I'm assuming
think-
nobody knew about it for a hot
I think
minute.
this guy's probably gonna get like maybe a year of jail time, probably like a $20,000
If
fine.
that.
No, I think you're overestimating it, man.
I think he's gonna get fined.
Yeah.
Fined him. No, he's probably gonna get like a little bit of jail time, probably like a few months.
I don't
if it took
buy
him
it.
4
He's gonna get
years
in.
and he's only
Yeah.
been
I told you,
suspended
it's the
so far,
restricted duty.
Exactly.
I think he's gonna weasel his way out.
He's only been suspended at this point. They know everything he did,
Like,
all the crimes he committed at one scene, and it's just
He should be getting jail time,
Yeah.
but he's a police chief with
Mhm.
like, what is it, years of service, and it's a small town. That guy's not going anywhere.
yeah. He's a slap on the wrist. He's gonna disappear for like a year, and then he's gonna come back off of leave. Probably
his,
went to Cancun or something, and he's gonna be back at it.
his biography says he's married and the proud father of 3 children.
He's a biography.
Yeah, on the Borden Township website.
The Borden Township website.
I kind of wanted to read a book about him.
And I
Uh,
feel like they're gonna use that to be like, he's
yeah.
a good man.
Exactly.
Like, he doesn't deserve this.
It's like, think
ooh,
about the kids.
exactly.
Anyways, thinking about kids, apparently New Jersey high schools are good. Aiden.
Uh, 85 new. What was that, Isaiah?
Anyways.
85 New Jersey public high schools now rank in the nation's top 10%. This is more than double the number last year. U.S. News and World Report is the company behind the rankings. In 2020, only 39 New Jersey schools had that distinction. The rankings cover more than 17,800 schools and ranks nearly every public high school in the country. The rankings were made by using graduation rates, college readiness, reading, and math proficiency, performance by undeserved students, and curriculum breadth. The publication measures college readiness by participation and performance on advanced placement. 15 of the state's science, technology, engineering, and math STEM schools placed in the nation's top 100 STEM schools. 8 schools were ranked in the top 100. Now, we're going to see if I can get these names right. Number 8, Bergen County Technical High School, Teterboro, national rank 93. Number 7, Biotechnology High School in Freehold, national rank 80. Number 6, Middlesex County Academy for Allied Health, Woodbridge, national rank 69. Number 5, Dr. Ronald E. McNair High School, Jersey City, national rank 68. Number 4, High Technology High School, Lincroft, national rank 65.
What a lame name.
Right?
High Technology High School.
It's kind of funny.
None of
though.
these really sound.
HTH.
And there's another high school with the same name in New Jersey.
Like high technology.
High tech?
Yeah, high tech.
Wow.
I'm
High
not-
tech.
I'm not gonna lie.
Ooh.
These don't sound like public high schools.
Right? These sound like
They're
private schools.
I think
Yeah.
there some of them I think are Votech schools.
Yeah,
Whack.
Okay.
because those are usually the ones that are tech.
Yeah.
Oh, top 3. Number 3, Bergen County Academies, Hackensack, national rank at 61. Number 2, Union County Magnet High School, Scotch Plains, national rank 49. And the most highest rank high school in New Jersey is Middlesex County Academy for Science, Mathematics, and Engineering Technologies in Edison, national rank 23. Let's hear it for Middlesex.
Yeah. What a bunch of nerds.
Number 23.
Oh, what do they read? Books over there? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
book readers.
God, science and math. Ew.
Yeah, so these are just all like Votech schools.
Yeah.
I mean, like I know people who went to McNair. It's hard to get into that school.
Oh, fancy. Bro, I would never pay somebody to put my kid into a high school. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not
It's
paying
just-
tuition until college.
Yeah, man.
If I'm a parent.
Like, also, I feel like it gives them a little more depth as a human being. I
It's
don't.
character building.
Yeah, if they get flushed down the toilet, so what? I mean, who doesn't? You know, no, I'm kidding. Do people still do swirlies? I hope not. That seems very unsanitary, especially in these times. Yeah, good for New Jersey though. See that our public high schools, quote unquote, I don't trust these names.
We're just smart.
Yeah, we just smart and stuff. But that's pretty cool to see that at least people are getting somewhat of a good education in the United States and in New Jersey specifically. Was were any of your guys' schools named on this list?
Sure not.
Absolutely not.
No, but I do recognize
We
some of
were-
the names.
Yeah.
My school is a bunch of dummies.
Yeah, yeehaw.
I
You know
got-
what? That's
And
why
it's
I'm here.
crazy. I just so happened to be like on my high school's website, like on Friday, and they have like their ranking on there now.
Oh, really? That's a kind of a power move, I guess.
You know, it's not that many like schools in the United States. Like it's a lot, but then like when you see
It's-
the ranking, you're like, oh wow,
Ah.
like being 2,000 out of like
Yeah.
200,000 isn't so bad.
My school's ranked 2,197th in the
Hey,
country.
Yo, I got ranked
hey.
8,416.
Hey,
Whoa.
hey.
Whoa.
Let's all do our school rankings.
My
Wait,
school's in like
what-
the
what-
upper 8,000s. What is what?
Wait, what is it? It was 8,000 what in?
416.
Good lord.
6,000 places higher than you. Come on.
Oh
Wow.
my
Get on
my
god,
level.
dude, my school. Oh, I gotta go back there.
There a search bar I can do because it's a
my
lot
high
to scroll
school
through.
is ranked 4,322 in the national ranking.
Wow.
What's yours?
4,322.
Is my school just the worst? I mean, it figures, but
Mine
like,
is 3,656 in national rankings.
I do not think this is very fair.
Mine is 5,712.
I win.
You win?
I won
What is yours?
2,179th.
I like that I saw.
Lenny,
I
you
can't
must
see
be
your
really
face,
high in
Anthony,
New
but I saw your
Jersey.
fists go
'Cause, like,
over the
mine
TV.
says 144 in New Jersey high schools.
Morris Knowles.
crazy. More.
Shout out the Golden Eagles.
You went to Morris and Knowles? Oh,
Yeah.
you fancy, huh, Anthony?
Shout out
public
Lacey
school.
Township. We don't
Fancy
got
public
nothing
school.
going for
What
us.
is yours?
See
New
ya,
Jersey rankings?
Um,
Nina?
144.
But wait, where's your high school? Jose?
Lenape Valley.
Right.
Oh, yeah, it's not that far.
Mine's
Yeah, pretty
197
close,
in New
actually.
Jersey schools.
Anthony,
Look at
you
us.
went
We're
to
near each
Valley.
other. We're near each other, Lana.
I'm 199 in New Jersey.
Ooh,
Yeah.
right there at 200.
Yeah. Hey, that school was terrible. One of my first interactions before we go to a break, when I first went there, I had to get like my papers for summer work,
Mhm.
and I walked in, and they're like, "You speak English, right?" And I'm like, "Huh, that's how we're starting things off."
Jesus.
Yeah. So that gives you an idea of what my high school experience was like.
Where did you go?
Lenape Valley.
Mm.
Yeah, it's nasty, disgusting, and all around terrible. So we're gonna play a song, hopefully. And when we come back, we are gonna talk about maybe a lot of stuff. I don't know what song to play, guys. There's a lot of ones that I don't want to play, but just someone give me a number.
4.
12.
4. Okay, here we go. Whee! I'll have to mute. I'll have to mute. We are back here on the Morning Buzz, WMSC 90.3 Upper Montclair. This is the Morning Buzz, the Morning Buzz, the morning. Okay, enough of that. You can tell how many times I've heard that before. Maybe we'll make a new one at some point. Is today the day? Ha! Absolutely not. Anyways, guys, so I said we were gonna do some stuff with Lana. That's a lie. We've canceled Lana's segment. She's actually not allowed on the show anymore. It's been a pleasure, Lana. You were great, but it's just, all good things come to an end kind of deal.
I'm so sad.
Yeah. We signed a new deal with Doja Cat. She's going to actually be doing a segment every week.
Actually, Zendaya's on the
I
show
was gonna
now.
say,
Zendaya- yeah,
our girl
Zendaya's-
She was in her picture
How
for.
am I supposed to compete with that?
I know.
She was in her picture for Battle of the Buzz.
Hey, guys, speaking of that, Battle of the Buzz did happen, and it's available on YouTube to watch the full thing. It's a radio drama and a live show afterwards, so feel free to check it out if you want to. It's definitely a fun ride. And that was a lot of fun to make. A little stressful towards the end because there was a deadline, and we were able to get it done. And thank you to all who participated. And obviously, just hey, thank you guys for showing up. It's definitely a hard thing to do every week, and I appreciate all the work you guys do. And it's great working alongside with you. Lana, you're still fired though. Anyways, guys, the school has released something as they're trying to conquer Netflix because Netflix has been dead for a little bit, and they're trying to capitalize on it. And for those who don't know, we are part of Montclair State University, and they have recently released something called Hawk Plus. So whenever you have a streaming service, you throw the word plus at the end, and it's got to be good, right? That seems to be how it works for the most part. Sorry, Aiden, if you said anything earlier, you were definitely muted.
What? Why?
Why? Anyways, so I'm gonna show you. I will say, their website does not look bad, I think. And you know what's kind of trippy is that so this show is actually on Hawk Plus. So we're reviewing Hawk Plus while being on Hawk Plus. So
We're on Hawk Plus.
This is meta.
yeah, this is super meta, guys.
Oh my gosh.
Be honest, guys. I want honest reviews when we open this up. Don't hold anything back because it could be informative for them. So
It's like
this is the homepage.
it's like Hawk Plus is
Oh,
trash. Please get
wow.
deleted from Hawk
yeah,
Plus.
I will say I think they did a really good job with the layout. I think, in my
Why-
personal opinion.
It
Why
looks
is this
legit.
just in the left corner though?
Why is who?
It just says this in the left corner.
Oh, it's a video.
Yeah. It's a video that says like this is Hawk Plus. I'll click it. But yeah, it's definitely I think visually they definitely spent a lot of time on it.
Yeah.
And their color scheme seems to be black and red, and I like that it is black in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I know some. Hey, it's us! Look at that! Oh, you know what? Okay, hold on. Let me rewind that very quickly. I'm gonna pause it right here. We're gonna full screen it as well. Look, we got HD capabilities as well.
It
I'm
was
glad we live in
Thursday.
2020. Exactly.
Thursday.
Listen, Hawk Plus.
Come on.
If you want to put the morning buzz on your streaming platform, you better put some respect on it because guess what? There's one show where you can rely on the best and get your news, and that's clearly Wednesday. Thursday, I don't know. Thursday is definitely like a show, and I'm glad they exist, but I mean, it's like comparing Kobe Bryant to a bench warmer, and it's hard, I'm kidding, Thursday, you're great. But yeah, shout out to them for featuring us. Yeah, I have a question to pose to you guys, and you can be 100% transparent, be honest here. Are you ever going to use Hawk Plus?
Mm-mm.
No,
Sorry,
certainly
Chief.
not.
Maybe
Okay.
knowing
I
now
have
that
absolutely no idea. Maybe
Mhm.
at some point.
Probably
I don't
not,
know.
Chief.
Okay, here's the thing. Part of me says I expected that answer. But I don't think we are the targeted market for Hawk Plus, if that makes sense. I feel like this is a way to get what we do out there to like
Mhm.
more eyes, I guess, and to say, yeah, I did a morning show, but it's also on the school streaming network. I think that's a cool
Yeah.
thing to say. I think that's what was interesting to me about it. It's like, oh, I'm like the producer of a show that's on the school streaming service. And on the opening video, that's pretty sick, guys.
Yeah.
But I think this is also a way for maybe parents and family members to find like what you're doing in college and a way to
Mhm.
showcase everything that all the School of Communication does into one platform. And I know Anthony said, well, just upload it to a YouTube channel. But we are Montclair State, and I think they like to be a little extra from time to time. So I understand the idea. And yeah, I don't think we are the target market, but I think it's a cool thing to have. It's a nice.
It's also good for alumni who are just wanting to search for Montclair
that's
State
true.
productions, especially former communication students.
See what's going on.
They could just see what's going on with the program and just see like maybe it could lead to more funding. Who knows?
Yeah.
If you could see a more streamlined way of seeing more projects, it can lead to more people wanting to fund projects like this.
Yeah,
and maybe recruit. Like alumni are always looking for
Exactly.
new recruits.
And then I think that maybe at some point their goal is to obviously, at one point we were supposed to be live on that platform as well, while also being live here, which thankfully we're not. I hope you don't hear that, because that would have been a hassle, especially to do with like all the copyright issues. Because Facebook is an absolute mess, and recently I've been able to be good, no copyright strikes recently, unless that politician comes for me for playing his audio. But yeah, I it's an interesting time. I forgot what I was talking about, to be honest. That's a life. But yeah, streaming service, guys. Oh, I remember. I think the goal is to maybe eventually one day actually make everything live. And I know, Anthony, you do a lot with like Red Hawk Sports Network and then Sports Here. I think that would probably be another feature that they probably want to invest in, is making sure to have live sports on that platform as well.
Yeah, I mean, we already have the live stream on YouTube's, and I don't know if they could do a live stream on the Hawk Plus.
Exactly.
Like I know how like Amazon Prime is now starting to do like live sporting events on their streaming services. So I don't know if Hawk Plus has the capabilities to like do a live stream.
I don't think
they might just do pre-recorded games and throw them up there.
I think that might be the end goal though, is to create like a 24/7 kind of Montclair State focused live network deal going on with like on-demand things. I will say it was cool to see like films on there. If there's like a way to kind of work along with some of the classes, like film 1 or whatever, film 2, whatever you guys do as film majors, and like have your films available on that platform as well for like anyone to watch. That would be pretty cool.
That is cool and also terrifying at the same time.
Get your name out there.
Get your name out there, Lana.
This is what you want to do.
You got to show people your greatness, because otherwise they're never going to see it. Yes, sir. Hey, we got some bills to pay, and not literally, but we're going to take a break. And when we come back, we got some hour 2 stuff where we're going to talk about things and stuff. And yeah, guys, we'll be back here on the Morning Buzz, WMSC 90.3 Upper Montclair. And God, just to be safe, I'm going to say it again. We are the Morning Buzz Wednesday edition. It's April 27, 2022. And this is the Morning Buzz. I cannot wait to see what Aidan is writing there. We're going to be back.
With the highlighter, like.
This is Colin Cosell, the voice of City Field, and you're listening to 90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair, New Jersey. Since 1967, the voice of Montclair State University.
Is here for membership? Who? That's guy?
I guess maybe he might have done an interview with someone. There's another guy that says like a.
Uh-oh, Brad's buzzed.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's starting with the woots. Good thing is, he knows when he's buzzed.
Know your buzzed warning signs? Call for a ride when it's time to go home. Buzz driving is drunk driving. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Hey there, Montclair students. WMSC welcomes you to join the station's community and the college radio world. WMSC is a non-commercial alternative rock and talk radio station run by students like you. This year, WMSC was named the best college station in the nation and and received a third Marconi nomination for College Station of the Year. Become a board-trained DJ, host your own show, join any of the 9 teams ranging from music, sports, news, and more. To find out how you can get involved, please add us on Engage and attend our general meetings Wednesday afternoons in SEM 1020. For the latest on WMSC, follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at WMSC Radio and on Twitter at WMSC. Hear you soon.
Oh no, you did not do him dirty like that.
Hey, we're back here on the Morning Buzz. We got some things to talk about, some fun things to take care of. It's hour 2 of the Morning Buzz here. I'm going to say it one final time on WMSC 90.3 Upper Montclair, presented to you by Sonic. Amina, it's time for you to deliver the news because, it's just that time of the day. And you have to do it while staring at this Sonic picture the whole time.
Okay.
Just kidding.
All right. So in national news, the Ukrainian armed forces have acknowledged the loss of several towns and villages in eastern regions as Russia steps up its ground offensive. Despite the loss of territory, Ukrainian authorities said 9 enemy attacks were repulsed. Ukrainian troops are essentially fighting in 3 directions to prevent Russian forces from taking over all of the Donetsk and Luhansk regions, which have been the Kremlin's declared goal. In state news, drivers in New Jersey who use Easy Pass and pay with a debit or credit card are getting a $36 million gift from the Turnpike Authority and other toll agencies. Commissioners of the toll agency that also runs the Garden State Parkway approved paying for 3 years of credit card processing fees instead of passing them on to drivers who use plastic to replenish or make one-time Easy Pass payments. In local news, Family Promise of Essex County is seeking volunteers for a new stabilization initiative, Circles Essex. Family Promise has partnered with Circles USA to launch Circles Essex, the first chapter of the organization in New Jersey. Circles Essex mission is to reduce poverty throughout Essex County and to remove barriers that keep people in poverty. Volunteer opportunities include becoming a Circle Alley or facilitator, providing childcare, joining a resource team, and or sponsoring a meal for a Circles meeting. And for your weather today, it is mostly sunny with a high of 57 and a low of 39, with the humidity level of 50% and good air quality at 24.
Thank you so much, Amina. That was great, and I feel informed as always. Amina, you're a great news reporter.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah. I don't know what Aiden is going on right now.
What? Am I? Where? What?
Huh?
Stop looking at me. Leave me alone. I feel like an animal at the zoo.
Caitlin, I think your boyfriend needs help.
We're studying him right now.
Shut up,
I'm going
Caitlin.
mad. I
Caitlin,
need another piece of
this
paper.
is for you. Speaking of Caitlin, she does sports.
Speaking of being on fire, the sports world.
Yo, Anthony, man, the sports world is on fire.
All right. It's all right. In sports news,
What is going on? I don't
no, we're not laughing at you. It's all right.
Definitely nothing going on.
I can't.
Anthony, the NBA playoffs, man, they have been on fire.
All right. So in sports news, President of the NCAA, Mark Emmer, announced that he will be stepping down from the president position by June 30th of next year. This comes after the Supreme Court decided that college athletes were allowed to be compensated off of their likeness and marketability. In a statement to the press, Emmer addressed his time in the position. Quote, "I'm extremely proud of the work of the association over the last 12 years and the dedication of the national office here in Indianapolis. The decision allows the NCAA Board of Directors to have time to discuss who will be the next president, and they will be able to draft up a new constitution that works with NIL policies regarding student-athlete compensation." The NBA playoffs continued last night with 3 more first-round matchups. First up on the slate was Game 5 between the Atlanta Hawks and the Miami Heat. The Hawks were facing elimination down 3-1 in the series. Heat led by 12 going into the break, but the Hawks were able to rally back and force it to a 3-point game, and with the final possession, Hawks looked to all-star guard Trae Young to send it to overtime. But his shot rimmed out, and the Heat were able to hold off the Hawks 97-94 and advance to the second round. The Heat will now play the winner of the 76ers Raptors series. Second game up on Tuesday was the Minnesota Timberwolves and the Memphis Grizzlies. Series was tied up at 2 games apiece after a nail-biting Timberwolves victory in Game 4. After a 30-point third quarter, the T-Wolves led by 11 going into the fourth. But the Grizzlies caught fire, scoring 37 points in the fourth quarter, capped off by a Ja Morant game-winning layup with 1 second left to give the Grizzlies a 111-109 victory in Game 5 to give Memphis a 3-2 series lead. And the last game of the night was Game 5 between the Pelicans and the Suns. Pelicans have shown a lot of resolve at this point, forcing the 1-seeded Suns to a 2-2 series. The Suns beat the Pelicans, though, 112-97. Defensive Player of the Year finalist Mikal Bridges finished with 31 points to give the Suns a 32 lead, with Game 6 being played tomorrow at 7:30. The Yankees held off the Baltimore Orioles last night in a 12-8 slugfest. First baseman Anthony Rizzo had his first 3 home run game of his career, and Aaron Judge rang in his 31st birthday with a homer of his own, as the Bombers extended their winning streak to 4. Severino gets the win, improving his record to 2-0. And the Mets took down the St. Louis Cardinals last night 3-0. Starling Marte accounted for 2 of the Mets' 3 RBIs, as Chris Bassett threw 6 innings and picked up his 3rd win of the young season. The Mets are 8-2 in their last 10 as they continue their red-hot start with a league-best 14-5 record.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Anthony.
Anthony, I have a very important question for you.
What's the question?
Anthony, what football mascot would win in a battle royale? Anthony, if they were all put in an arena, who would win? Which one?
That's a tough one.
That is actually a very good question.
My money's on the Wisconsin Badger.
You said NFL.
Oh,
Yeah.
NFL?
My money is on the Jets. I feel like they would win.
Oh, I think like an actual mascot. Like you're saying like
Oh yeah, like the team.
the
Team symbol, emblem, whatever.
Huh.
The Jet does have a severe advantage.
It does.
But yeah.
Think about it.
Jet or the Pirates?
I mean,
no
but
Pirates.
A giant is
Raiders.
really big.
The Buccaneers.
Buccaneers.
Yeah, they're Pirates. That's a good question.
That is a good question. I like the Commanders.
They are
The
they're
recently
military.
named Commanders.
Yeah.
They got the entire military at their
That's
dispense.
true.
I respect. What about you, Isaiah? Who you got?
I'm gonna go with the Rams.
The Rams. All right, I like that answer.
Giant ram taking on a flying plane. Ram's gonna win.
I got
10
faith
times
in
out
the
of 10.
Ram.
What a question.
I have more. I have so many more.
I'm sure. Hey,
need
What
to know the
about
answer to that.
what about Giants?
Oh,
Lana said that.
A giant.
Yeah, Lana said
Like
that.
yeah, think about it, like a huge giant could take a plane out of the sky and just crush it. King
What
Kong
if,
it.
what if they're just trying to like have a conversation? Like
it's like the
sometimes
BFG.
we need to be more like Jaden Smith and really focus
Oh,
on.
Oh, I hate that
Don't
video. I
even
hate it
start.
so much.
economical problems
That
going on
clip
in the world.
made me like
Oh,
want to punch him in the face.
I just had so many older friends when I was growing up. Like I'm so quirky and cool.
can't we talk
No,
about
like,
the
everyone my age is so
socioeconomic
crazy.
quality of the world?
yeah,
Is
the
that
political
not
and
something we
economic
can
state of the
discuss?
world right now.
You know what also is in a very interesting state of the world? The movie world and the video game world. And only one human being that breathes in oxygen can save us and tell us what to do with our week. Only one human being wearing a mask and a hoodie today. Only one human being whose name
me.
starts with an L but has not taken an L today. Alana, please tell us what to do with our time.
So am I not fired anymore?
Nah, you're rehired.
By the way, hold
Zendaya
on.
quit.
You said the one person who's wearing a hoodie and a mask today.
That's actually all 3.
Isaiah.
Yeah, exactly. There's 3 of us.
Bro, why you gotta be like that, Anthony?
I just pointed out a
Yup.
flaw in your system.
Anthony.
I appreciate the intro though. That was very nice.
I mean, I tried my best, but Anthony out here trying to like
I'm
disrespect me.
not saying the intro wasn't good. I'm just saying it was
honestly,
factually incorrect.
Honestly, you're disrespecting me in front of my friends, and that's not gonna slide.
He basically just said, "You're done."
I'm out. See you later.
Bye, Anthony.
Bye.
Thanks for the bomb.
Lana, take it away.
So for movies, we have Under the Banner of Heaven, which is not currently rated. That comes out tomorrow on Hulu. A devout detective's faith is tested as he investigates a brutal murder seemingly connected to an esteemed Utah family spiral into LDS fundamentalism. and their distrust in the government. It tells the true story of a double murder committed by two fundamental Mormons in the 1980s, and it actually stars Andrew Garfield.
Well, let's talk about a snooze fest. Andrew Garfield, what a terrible actor. No, I'm kidding. I gotta be honest.
This sounds boring.
This sounds absolutely terrible.
Yeah, so
You lost me at Mormon, man.
the theme of today's is either
Religion?
about or has famous actors in it.
Oh, okay.
So for our next movie, we have Memory, which is rated R and comes out on Friday in theaters. Follows Alex Lewis, played by Liam Neeson, an expert assassin with a reputation for
Bless you.
discreet
Bless you.
precision. Caught in a moral quagmire, Alex refuses to complete a job that violates his code and most quickly hunt down and kill the people who hired him before they and the FBI agent Vincent Serra, played by Guy Pearce, find him first.
I thought you were gonna say Guy Fieri for a second. I was
Yeah.
like, huh?
Wait. Alex is built for revenge, but with a memory that is beginning to falter, he is forced to question his every action, blurring the line between right and wrong.
I'm sorry, did you say moral quagmire before?
Giggity, giggity.
As in the Family Guy character?
Yes, sir.
Did I mispronounce that? I don't know how to pronounce it.
No, I've never heard that word
I'm
before.
pretty.
That
Giggity, giggity.
Giggity.
Oh no. Do people still watch Family Guy, by the way? Y'all watch that?
Yeah, my
I'm not a huge Family Guy person.
Sometimes.
Oh.
girlfriend's dad loves that show.
Not hey, shout out to Caitlin again.
Yeah.
Shout out, Caitlin.
And our last movie is actually a documentary, The Mystery of Marilyn Monroe, The Unheard Tapes, which is not currently rated. That comes out today on Netflix.
Oh.
This documentary explores the mystery surrounding the death of the movie icon Marilyn Monroe through previously unheard interviews with her inner circle.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
That
interesting.
actually sounds pretty interesting.
That was probably the most interesting, I think, of the bunch.
Yeah.
Am I gonna watch it though? I don't think so, Lana.
That's all right.
Yeah. I'm not too big on like multi-part docuseries. Like even
There are a few of them that are good.
yeah,
The Last Dance.
that's the thing. I wanted to watch The Last Dance, but then it was like so long. And I was like, I don't know if I could like
That's with me, like with long binge shows, like that are like 8 seasons long and have like 40-minute episodes each. I'm like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad, sorry, can't do it.
yeah.
What?
Yeah, I couldn't get into Breaking Bad, and I tried to. Yeah,
It's
wasn't
too
that
long.
great.
Can't do it.
It's like 6 seasons.
Yeah, I don't even think it was too long for me. I just wasn't feeling it.
My boyfriend's currently watching Breaking Bad. Shout out Tony.
Yo, Tony, Gabagool Tony,
Oh,
is he
Is he Tony Soprano?
Has
he's,
he watched the? Yeah, I was gonna say he's in the Sopranos.
is he like a
he's
Do
Italian.
you have the makings of a varsity athlete? Any of you, the people who watch The
what
Sopranos,
in
get that
the
reference?
world? I didn't get the reference, but that sentence is ridiculous.
Do you have the makings of a varsity athlete?
That's the quote of the day.
That is a
Quote of the
good
day, yeah.
sentence, regardless of context.
For real.
Yep.
Um.
All right. Oh, we have games too.
Woo!
The long-awaited Nintendo Switch Sports.
Let's
comes
go!
out Friday on the Switch.
Yeah.
And it includes soccer, volleyball, bowling, tennis, badminton, and chambra, which is also swordplay. And golf is coming in the fall.
DLC. Guys, I'm sure all of us have played Wii Sports at some point.
For sure.
Uh-huh.
This is exciting.
Did you play Wii Sports Resort?
Yeah.
I
Dude,
played
the
it, but I
plane-
didn't
The
own
plane
it.
flying
Oh,
game mode.
The sword hitting game mode where you just beat up the other
I would
person.
cry playing that. I used to
Yes,
cry playing
sir.
that because when I have to
Huh?
go up against Matt, oh man,
Who's Matt?
You're Matt,
oh Matt, the Wii Sports
I
guy,
was gonna say the character.
the
There's a-
bald-headed guy, who
the
was just
most
eating
difficult
everything.
one.
Huh?
1 second, I'll
He
get a
looked
picture up.
evil.
I didn't really play too much of that one because we
Oh
didn't have it.
my goodness!
I only had like the original Wii Sports that came with the Wii.
The only thing I have, like, issue I kind of have with the new game is, have you guys seen what like the characters look like?
They're not just me.
Look at this.
No, so you
Isaiah,
can have
look
it
what
just
age I
me,
put up.
but they have.
That's what they look like.
It won't. But wait,
Oh,
That's Matt.
That's Matt.
Yeah.
that's Matt.
that's
Yeah.
Matt.
Dude, Matt's the
looks
real
evil, right?
one.
Dude,
Good
you
lord.
could never beat him in sword fighting. Like 2 hits from Matt, and you're off
Wow.
the side.
It's just
Oh no. Oh no.
he was always so serious whenever you went up against him.
Yeah.
Wow.
You couldn't mess around. When you
Well,
had to go
Matt's
against
about the
Matt in sports.
business.
Intimidating.
Yeah.
Here, I'll show a picture
He's
of,
there
like,
to cash his checks and break some necks,
the
man.
new Nintendo Switch.
Good lord. There's a coffee mug of Matt. You should buy it. Put your monster in it.
Matt is very popular.
Oh yeah. Let me get a picture of the new Wii game. What is it called again?
Nintendo Switch Sports.
You know, I like the Nintendo Switch.
My siblings have it. It's
That's
fun.
pretty cool. Yeah. I rock with it.
It's basically like a DS, but
Like,
know.
yeah, I see what you mean.
Oh.
Hold on. I'm about to share the screen with you folks on Facebook. And we get a nice little what they look like. All right. Oh, they kind of look like Pokemon characters.
Mm.
Like from the newer ones.
Like, it's not a bad design.
No, I don't hate them. What is
I
that?
feel like they couldn't obviously make it look like Wii characters.
Yeah. No, I kind of like this one more because it feels more refined.
I feel like if you can customize your character, I feel like that would
No,
be
I
fun.
like when they just would just go like this when they ran, like in baseball, like when they
Yeah.
would run to the base, they just
They would
jump,
hop.
they would hop to the base.
I used to
I like
when
that
they
better.
would jump and they would turn
yo.
for cheering.
Have you guys ever played? I'm gonna put this up, but this might be the world's greatest sports game in history.
Oh, I
No,
remember
no,
this
no, no, no.
game.
Mario
wanna know a
Baseball
great
was
sports
so
game?
good.
Didn't like this one.
You didn't like it?
Look
No.
up,
No way.
Isaiah, look up Nicktoons MLB.
Oh God,
Oh,
I
know
think I
exactly
heard about
what you're
that one.
talking about.
This game was like my life, because I remember as a kid, as a 8-year-old, 9-year-old kid, my 2 favorite
Wow.
things was Nickelodeon and Major League Baseball.
Why does
And they
SpongeBob
made a
look like
video
that?
game combining the 2 things, and I was like, my
Wow.
world is blown.
Adrian Gonzalez and
Exactly.
Sean
They literally
Sheen
had like
Estevez.
Derek Jeter on the same team as SpongeBob. And I was
That's
just like,
trippy.
dude,
What is that?
that's a Toastman.
Huh?
Yeah.
Who is
He
Toastman?
looks like
I think he's from Invader Zim.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Like, they
from
had,
that
they had
movie.
Avatar Aang and Alex Rodriguez. Like that game, they combined Major League Baseball and Nickelodeon, the 2 things I loved the most as a kid, into one video game. I was hooked.
Hey, I respect it. I'm just saying, if we could get like a new Mario baseball, because I think the new Mario Soccer is coming out, which that game, oh, masterpiece.
You guys ever play Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games?
Yep.
Yes,
that was so
sir.
That
good.
was fun.
Yeah, the
table
Winter
tennis.
Olympics
Table
were
tennis.
sick too.
Table
Oh.
tennis was the best game though. No.
Yes. What I think
Wow.
the
Is
one game I
table-
didn't like though was like the running one because it's just like brrr. Very annoying to do.
Mm,
Is table tennis just fancy ping pong?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just ping pong.
Yeah,
Just a fancy
just-
name.
I
Yeah,
love
okay.
ping pong. I'm so good at it.
I'm
I'm
very
not.
bad
I
at
can
it.
take
I'm
it
awful
away,
at ping pong.
I like badminton.
Badminton.
I
is
love
so
badminton.
fun.
I like volleyball.
I
That's
stink
cool.
at badminton.
Yeah.
I'm terrible at badminton, but I'm good at ping pong.
I'm bad at volleyball.
See, I can't
I like
do ping
volleyball.
pong.
Yeah.
If the Mii's
It's
don't,
fun.
or like if the characters don't like when you in bowling, when you throw the ball back and they don't turn, I'm gonna be upset.
That is the best part when they do the little turn.
Yeah.
I'm excited for that game though. If you guys ever do Battle of the Buzz again, do that game event. That'll be fun.
Let's play some pool.
Oh yeah.
I'm only good at pool on the iPhone.
Yeah, I don't really know how to be
Some
doing like the
billiards.
stick thing, bro.
Some
What the
billiards.
stick
don't
thing
think
is the
I'm
most
even,
fun.
I don't know
Stick thing
about the
hard.
stick thing. Stick.
Some billiards.
Yeah.
Come on.
Lana, we got one more thing.
Yeah. Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt comes out today on the PS5 and PC.
Ooh.
And this is described by the game website Steam, where you could download it. Vampires suck blood from human characters and non-hostile subjects. Your character can use vampiric powers, weapons, and wit to eradicate your enemies and deal with the hunters.
Oh,
Vampires. Ooh.
vampires.
So Twilight, the video game?
Do they glow in the sun? That
Do
was weird
they-
about that
Do
movie.
they not like garlic?
Honestly, I would hate to be a vampire just for that.
Why? 'Cause you like
I
garlic?
love like garlic is in a lot of like Puerto Rican food.
Really?
So to not have garlic would just be very depressing.
Just use garlic a lot?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Tons of garlic. Yeah.
I like garlic.
What do y'all do, gabagools?
Yeah, us refined Italian folk. We use some garlic. We use some pepper flakes.
Red pepper flakes?
Yeah.
Oh,
Put that on a slice of pizza. Ooh.
Oh, that
Now I'm
that
hungry.
levels up a pizza. A little
Yeah,
couple
little
red pepper flakes
is really good on the
Yes,
pizza.
sir.
Um,
What kind of pizza though, Anthony? What is your go-to pizza?
I'm very basic. Either plain or pepperoni.
Oh, really?
Nothing else.
Wow.
Plain or pepperoni.
Okay. I respect it. Pepperoni's cool. Plain is alright. It's all right.
I can't do like sausage or like vegetable or anything else. Like or mushrooms. Plain or pepperoni. Just the basic stuff is all I need.
Got it.
Olive and green pepper go hard though on a pizza.
Ew.
Olives
are
black olives are nice.
I
on
do not like
pizza.
olives at all.
Really?
You don't like
Olives are
olives?
not my thing.
Come on, I'm an olive
This
guy.
side doesn't like olives. This side does not
Aiden,
like
come back
olives.
into the real
Olives are
world.
just bitter grapes.
We're
Have
trading.
you guys ever met anybody who actually likes anchovies on a pizza?
No.
I've never met anybody.
I
even know
honestly,
people
I don't
actually
think that's
got
real.
that. Yeah.
I've never seen someone say, "I'd like an anchovy pizza."
Yeah, like
I've seen it like an option on pizza boxes.
Yeah, I've
like,
seen it as an option, but who is ordering it? No
they
way.
probably don't even actually have anchovies. If someone probably ordered
For
it,
real, they have
probably
to
be
go
like,
to the store.
go run out real quick.
All right, we're gonna pose this very same question, and then we're gonna take a break. Lana, what is your go-to pizza then?
also like very basic, plain.
Ah, interesting. Amina?
Plain. I like stuffed crust though. I
Um,
love a
good.
stuffed
crust is
pizza.
nice.
No, I do like thin crust, like crunchy crust.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
That's good
I would
too.
prefer a thinner crust over a thick crust any day.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if it's too thick, then you just get so full.
See, I'm more of a
Yeah.
thick crust person.
Where do you guys
Really?
get
Yeah,
to
because
get
I
your
like
pizza?
that like thickness.
Wait,
too.
before we answer that, Amina, Aiden, what is your favorite pizza?
Green peppers and olives, but you're starting to sound a lot more like a Russian spy again. You wanna
Who?
crush?
Ooh,
Lana.
Wow.
Thick crust pizza.
wow.
You grew up in New Jersey. We don't do
Thick-
deep dish here.
Oh, Aiden.
Look,
Lana, we got to fire
I
you
grew
again.
up on. There was a point in time where I was eating Pizza Hut.
Oh,
With that, they were making a
You're
garlic
making me
knot.
cry.
They were making a garlic knot pizza
You're
where there
making
was
me cry.
garlic knots embedded into
You're
the
making me
crust.
cry right now.
It was
That's
really good.
That's
This is-
not
this is
pizza.
hard to listen
It's not
to.
pizza.
This is very hard to listen
Out
to.
of all of the pizza places in New Jersey, you chose Pizza Hut.
And you have garlic knot
Wait,
pizza.
wait,
They're
guys.
separate. Pizza
Hold
is a
on.
pizza. Garlic
Hold
nuts
on.
are garlic nuts. They're not supposed to be the same thing.
This might be the funniest thing I've ever read, but shout out to Annabella who said thick crust be cake, not pizza.
Thank you. I
See?
appreciate the support.
Lana, I don't know if we could trust you. Before we go to break, Amina, you had a question. What was it?
Yes. Where do you guys like to get your pizza from?
From here, I like Anthony Franco's.
Oh,
Ooh,
that's.
Anthony Franco's is really
Right
good.
Is
here.
it because you're the owner of that place,
Why? Because my
Anthony?
name's Anthony.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet you
His
haven't
last
heard
name
that
is
joke.
Bias.
before.
Yeah, that's my persona. I'm Anthony Cafone to all of you, but I'm Anthony Franco's at night.
Could you
have
No,
a
but
discount?
yeah, but by my house, there's this place called Delizia. It's literally like 3 blocks from my house, and like
Anthony, where do you live?
there's like 5 different Delizias.
Okay,
I live in
about to say-
Rockaway.
Oh, you're super close to me.
You go to Lenape, I thought.
Yeah, no, but like, I work very close to Rockaway. Hey, shout out, Shay. Anthony's a local. You and
Where do you work?
I work in Ledgewood.
Don't you work at a shop, right?
Nah, I work at Walmart, man.
Oh,
Big dubs, you feel me? I don't actually. I'm not proud about that. I'm not gonna brag about Walmart. This place is whack. But yeah, that place is actually pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Delizia, right in Dover,
Mamma
right across from
mia.
Dover Dairy.
Dover Dairy. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Aiden, I am not a Russian spy.
You're
I
definitely a
disagree.
Russian spy.
What?
I'm on to you.
I like thick
I
crust.
can
and-
I'm
sense
not.
it
You
in the
said
other
you like
room.
garlic, not pizza from Pizza Hut. Get out.
You said you like Pizza Hut.
I mean, I don't anymore. It got bad, but
My
for-
go-to pizza is from Subway. No, I'm
If
kidding.
I-
Um,
if I pick-
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
If
That
I had to
was a
pick one
bad
chain
sentence.
pizza place, I'm not a huge chain pizza guy, but if I had to, I'm taking Domino's.
Domino's go hard.
Yeah.
I'm not a Russian spy. I'm a Greek spy.
Okay. so then-
Greek.
Now you're Russian.
That's
son.
even worse.
Yeah, I don't know if you want to be a spy.
What are the
anywhere.
Greeks spying on us for? They don't need to spy on us.
The gods. They're trying to bring
We're
it back.
jealous, okay?
Well, Amina, where
Right.
do you get your pizza from?
I usually go to like regular pizzerias, but if they go to a chain, I like Papa John's, but that's because they have nice stuff.
Oh, Papa John's even worse than Pizza Hut.
L.
They have nice
No,
stuff.
It's even worse than Pizza Hut.
They're not.
It is.
I don't.
Little Caesars or Domino's?
Little Caesars is the worst.
Listen,
That is
Domino's.
It goes
ladies,
Domino's,
I like
Pizza Hut,
Domino's.
Papa John's, Little Caesars. Little Caesars is the bottom.
Did you
Little
just put
Caesars?
Pizza Hut over Papa John's?
Yes,
absolutely.
Papa John's is terrible.
Papa John's is borderline.
Papa John's and Little Caesars are both
communist
really
action.
bad, but I think Little Caesars is worse.
Little Caesars, is that actually cheese? Like
No,
can you
no.
consider that
Wait until they get the
cheese?
commercial. Now with the real cheese. But,
Hot and
okay, before we
ready.
go to break, I was always confused by that when mac and cheese and all these things were like, now we're making with real cheese. It's like, what were we using before?
I don't think we want
Right?
to know.
Well,
Anyways, we're gonna take a quick break, and when we come back, we definitely have some more interesting things to talk about. So stay tuned for that here on the Morning Buzz, WMSC 90.3, Upper Montclair. Ah, man, oh man. There we go.
There was a local place that's still there.
Hey,
Oh, he's
welcome
back.
back to the Morning Buzz. Aiden, curly hair. Anthony's back. Anthony, I'm scared to know what happened.
You don't
Are
want
you
to know.
okay?
Your
is all I wanna
mask is
know.
very
You don't want
wet.
to know what happened.
We're just gonna move on. Ugh. Hey, guys. You know what's crazy? Has anyone seen this indie film known as Fast and Furious?
Indie.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's like
I
a
think
film
I've-
bro
I've
movie.
heard
Wait,
of it.
don't you mean
You know?
Family the movie?
Fam- Listen, I have to play this audio very quickly, because it's one of my favorite.
Better
things
hide your
to
baby
hear.
oil.
Huh?
Do you remember that one
I don't
line?
have friends. I got family.
Hear how crisp his voice was? No, I just had to get that out of the way.
No, what was the one line where like The Rock walks in and goes, "You better hide your baby oil. You better hide that big forehead."
I honestly have no clue.
You gotta look
All
that
those
up.
movies
such a
are
good
one
clip.
giant fever
It's
dream.
so funny.
For that.
All right, I can't say it on air because there's a no word in there. But,
FCC.
but
We
just
can
look
talk
it up.
about this off air.
Yeah, talk about it off there. I'll show you the clip. when we're done.
Hey, but speaking of Family Guys, we have
Speaking of Family
some
Guys.
of the hardest things, and when I saw this, it was very hard to just move on in life, and I was just crying nonstop. But we have learned that Justin Lin, the famous director of the Fast and Furious franchise, is stepping down as director of the next and apparently final installment of the Fast and Furious franchise. Just days into production, Lin co-wrote the film with Dan Maziao and will remain on as producer. While the parting was amicable, both parties say that Lin ultimately decided to step away from the franchise due to creative differences. Lin has released a statement on his decision to leave the film. Quote, "With the support of Universal, I have made the difficult decision to step back as director of Fast 10, while remaining the project as a producer. Over 10 years and 5 films, we've been able to shoot the best actors, the best stunts, and the best car chases. On a personal note, as a child of Asian immigrants, I am proud to helping build the most diverse franchise in movie history. I will forever be grateful to the amazing cast, crew, and studio for their support and welcoming me into the Fast family." Production had just begun on the 10th installment, and while the film will continue shooting, some second unit footage insiders say that production will take a brief pause while execs and producers look to find Lin's replacement. Sources added that decisions on his replacement should be made soon, as conversations with some candidates are already underway. The film has been dated for May 19, 2023, and they believe the date is not expected to move at this time. Altogether, his film and franchise have grossed more than, get this, $1.9 billion at the global box office. T's and P's to Justin Lin and Fast and Furious. Guys, this is very troubling news for the greatest cinematic universe in movie history. You guys actually like Fast and Furious, by the way?
No, not at all.
Only seen the first one, and I
No,
don't
it's
remember.
I really do not like
The
Fast and
last good
Furious.
one was the one set in Tokyo. That was good.
Yeah.
That is not a good
I
movie.
just love to say that I
What?
love Fast and Furious around my cousin, because my cousin's like a huge like car guy. He's like a mechanic and he loves cars, and like he always works on cars, and he hates the Fast and Furious movies like with a passion. Like for some reason all car guys just do not like Fast and Furious.
Was it because they went to space?
Yeah, because all the stunts are just like so unrealistic. Like this is not a car movie anymore. It's just like just like sci-fi stuff. So then so every time I see like a Fast and Furious trailer or a clip or something, I just get like so hyped around. I'm like, let's go, Fast and Furious coming out. We're gonna go see it together, right? And he's just like, get out of my face. And I'm like, why not? Come on, let's do this. We're gonna see Fast and Furious together. Exactly.
You know what's interesting? The Fast and Furious franchise, it started out like a car kind of movie. You know, there's a lot of like of car things going on.
It's drag racing.
Yeah, it's drag racing, and then somehow it develops after Fast Five, or during Fast Five, really. Suddenly things I felt got wild, where it's just like
There's
technology, secret agents, military, and it just got so bizarre. And then I always joked that at some point, what are they going to go to space? And then they actually did. So I don't know. You know, the Fast and Furious, they have a very interesting fan base, I think, that are very supportive of the franchise. But good Lord, to make 10 of these, I hope there's none after this. I hope this is actually it. I don't know what Vin Diesel's going to do after the Fast and Furious franchise ends, because is he going to play, what did he play, Groot? Yeah, that's the only other role I know Vin Diesel for is Groot.
Was he the guy in Die Hard?
No.
John McClane, that's Bruce Willis, bro. Come on.
Willis, yeah,
Bruce Willis.
They're both
They're just
bald,
bald.
angry men.
Come on, bro.
on,
You
too
thought
soon.
Bruce Willis was Vin Diesel?
Vin Diesel.
Come on.
He's been in Bloodshot.
Outside of Fast and Furious and Guardians of the Galaxy, nothing.
Yeah.
XXX Return of Xander Cage.
Oh, that was like his big franchise. Yeah. Anyways, guys, that's exciting. We're gonna move on. Anthony, we got here this morning. You said I have a very big question.
Yeah, this question I found was very good for Ask the Buzz, and I wanted to try it.
Go ahead, ask.
All right, so Ask the Buzz. If an alien from outer space offered you a 1-week trip across the universe and back, with the catch being 15 years past on Earth, would you accept or reject the offer?
Accept immediately.
The one sound effect I play for the rest of the
You
show.
would accept. You would shave off 15 years of your life gone by just to go
In a
see the
heartbeat.
whole
In a
universe.
heartbeat.
Okay, I have a question for you then, Aiden, because you say you love Caitlin.
Oh, I love Caitlin.
You
with my
want
whole
her
heart.
to age 15 years when you come back?
Oh, I've snuck more. I have
She would
snuck
move on.
more
Come
difficult
on, that's 15
things, man.
years. That's 15
Sneaking
years.
Caitlin on board a spaceship would be nothing. Nothing, man. Do you know how easy it is to get past most humans? An alien's not gonna know my tricks. An alien's not gonna know. I could put her in luggage, and the alien would be like, "Oh,
you think you get a briefcase
in a spaceship?
What do you mean? Am I not gonna get luggage?
So when are we gonna let her out?
When I get on board the ship, what are they gonna do?
Are you
Eject
sure
her?
you love her?
No.
What if the spaceship doesn't have like space for luggage?
What do you mean? How small is this space?
Okay,
It's gonna be
here's
me and
the
the
scenario,
alien.
Aiden.
Dude, they're aliens. They could give you like alien clothes. or
Aiden,
something
this is
like
the scenario. You're sleeping one night, blue beam from the sky puts you into a portal into a UFO. Then they say, listen, man, we're going to give you an offer you cannot refuse. And then they pose this question. There's no luggage. There's no sneaking anyone because you were asleep. Now you're awake. There's a giant alien wearing a blonde wig and is saying, do you want to go on this journey with us?
Man, this alien's probably like them in the movies. They're scrawny. I can beat them. I can take them. I take the ship.
Hold on. They didn't even fight you.
No,
Okay.
They
stop changing the hypothetical.
Yes.
I beat him up. I take his ship. and I
Yes
take
or
Caitlin
no,
Taylor.
Aiden?
I take her.
Yes or no?
Are you going to space and giving up 15 years of your life? There you go.
Yes.
All right, there's
Okay.
final answer.
Final answer.
Wow.
That was wrong.
That took like 10 minutes. It felt like 10 minutes,
It's like,
but it was
I'm
only
gonna
2.
beat the alien, sneak my girlfriend on board, world domination. That's Aiden's
Do you
plan.
know how much I could do with a UFO?
I would be scared to see you with a UFO.
That'd be so
I'm
fun.
scared too.
Amina, alien, fate of the universe on the line. There's no universe on the line. But you get the idea.
Across the universe?
Yeah.
Or 15 years. And like I obviously don't age.
Yeah, no, you don't age because 1 week to you.
Oh, and I can't bring any guests.
No.
No guests.
No
Just
guests.
you.
Just you and these aliens.
Oh man.
But you get to see the entire universe. You can see like nebulas and like stars being
I could Google
born.
that.
That's true. She could Google that.
I can go to like
No,
what,
but you can see a picture online, or you
I
can see it in
the-
person.
The Liberty Science Center. They have a great
Mm.
IMAX. They have a great IMAX. I can. get
It's not the same.
experience.
You're
But if this
seeing
question-
space.
I mean, have
We're
you seen
seeing
Guardians of the
outside
Galaxy?
world.
That's pretty much the same thing.
WMSC trip to Liberty Science Center.
They can give me no really. Be like, see,
And with
I don't think I
IMAX
would do
theater.
it. I would have to reject the
But
offer.
you could go
Reject
to
the
a whole
offer.
new planet with aliens on it, though. Because if they're
And-
suggesting
And what are you gonna do?
aliens, man.
Take your
Right?
selfie and then come back to Earth? and be
No,
like,
you could
"Hmm,
learn so much. Like,
in a
if they're-
week.
Yeah. They probably
I
have
don't
little
know.
alien devices they plug into your brain and they give you all the
That's
stuff.
horrifying.
Lana, what would you do?
No.
No? Okay. Immediately. Okay. You said immediately no. Absolutely not. Anthony, what would you do?
This is the question. This is the question I brought up. So
Yeah.
I've been pondering this for a while now. I feel like it would be selfish of me to just leave for 15 years. and,
Yeah.
like without like saying goodbye or anything like that. But
Mhm.
at the same time, it's space.
But
I've
it's
always wanted to go to space. Like that's just
Become
like
an
that's a
astronaut.
that's a bucket list thing
All
for
right.
me.
Final answer, yes or no?
Come on. Come with me.
I would be going with you. It's by myself.
I metaphorically.
I got the devil on one shoulder. That's Aiden. Amina's on the other shoulder. Tell me to stay.
Come on.
Imagine how worth it
Imagine.
would be. You would
Aiden's
see
already going.
everything.
I'm gonna play the sound and you have to have your
Kitchen.
answer when it's done.
A whole brand new alien planet.
No,
He says no.
I
I'm
couldn't
proud
do
of
it.
you, Anthony.
I couldn't do it.
Aiden with an L. That's actually backwards. Learn how to do it, nerd.
No.
Yeah, that was an interesting question, Anthony. For me, I'm gonna say a solid no.
All of you.
Yeah, it's just here's the thing. There's so many relationships that you build, and then to just disappear for 15 years to explore space, and then you
Someone
come
could
back.
die.
Someone could die. Everyone's a lot older. Everyone's probably like moved on with their lives and just like assume that you're dead.
I wouldn't want to leave my mom, my boyfriend, my friends
Exactly.
for 15
Yeah,
years.
it's a hard
Aiden,
thing to
think
do.
about that.
Can
Aiden.
you
Come
imagine
on, think about
everything you
that.
would see and everything you could bring back?
But imagine all that you lose.
All come back with
See?
the discovery of
I don't know.
aliens.
I
That's
feel like
so
you could
worth
get-
it.
And
The
also,
loss
think about Aiden's
is
point
here.
here. You can bring back stuff from other planets, and you can become a billionaire if you stole that stuff.
Exactly.
But how much does the money really mean, though?
So
you know?
much. I'm
It's
coming
the
back.
fact that you're trusting these aliens.
Yeah.
Like,
They might try to eat your brains, man.
That's
Aiden,
why I
they
said.
could probe you.
That's why I said I could beat him in a fight before I agreed to this, man.
Oh,
I say since Aiden's already going, we don't need to go.
Yeah, that's true.
Because
Aiden,
whatever
you take one for the
If I
team.
take him on for the team,
Yeah, you take
Wednesday
one for the
Buzz
team.
has a representative.
Yeah.
It's the
We'll
Space
edit-
Council.
we're gonna edit the vlog for you when you come back.
You're
and,
already in the shadow room, so
That's true. You're already at the
we're
portal.
I'm gonna get like
There's a
beamed
portal
up in
in
a
there.
few seconds, man.
Step into it.
Those lights are gonna flick on.
On and off. All right. Well, that was that. Anthony, that was a fun one.
Good question, right?
Yeah.
Good question.
All right. Aiden, you want to take this first story?
I'd love to. Okay. Awesome story, Isaiah. Mammy be tripping. A Florida woman has been arrested after allegedly making a bomb threat to her son's high school, enraged that her son wasn't being fed enough at the cafeteria. Anya Matoa Smith, 41, was arrested in connection with a threatening voicemail she left at Cocoa High School on Feb 3rd around 5:30 p.m., saying she'd blow up the school. According to the probable cause affidavit, the city of Cocoa is about 45 minutes east of Orlando. She's been charged with false report of bombing or arson against state-owned property, a felony, and disruption of an education institution, a misdemeanor. Smith allegedly said in her voicemail, "If you don't start feeding my children better, I'm going to come around and blow that mother up." The school staffer who heard the voicemail the following morning called law enforcement and an evacuation, and search was done at school but yielded no evidence of an explosive or harmful device. Smith didn't leave her name on the voicemail, but a search of the school's records found the number used to make the threat was listed as Smith's cell phone. A school resource officer also confirmed that Smith's son got into a verbal argument with a cafeteria worker on Feb 3rd in regards to wanting extra food. Now, I know moms can be kind of scary when they're protecting their children, but I think there's a fine line between being angry and making a bomb threat
Yeah.
to a school.
That's
Come on, mom, you be tripping.
You want to say it how it says on the script?
Mammy be tripping.
Not mammy.
Yeah, you killed it there.
I'm not saying it.
That's
Not
not how
on
you
air.
say it. Come on.
I'm not saying it on air.
Say it.
No.
Darn it. Gosh darn it. My silly games didn't catch up to me this
That's
time.
just crazy though. Like
Silly goofy.
only in Florida that would happen, right?
Only on four.
Absolutely.
Stop it. He's coming out again. Put it back. Shove him back down.
I love the morning buzz.
Stop.
Okay, I'm done.
Hi,
I can't do it
Mickey.
anymore. No, that was the last one. Listen, this is absolutely insane. My thing is, why didn't he just get the extra food? You know, I feel like most schools aren't super.
Like give
strict
him
about
those 5 extra tots. Come
Are
on.
they
Yeah.
really that bad with
But-
budget cuts or
it,
something?
right? Just like give homie the extra food.
But also, if she felt that he wasn't being fed, why not pack him his own lunch?
That too.
Like,
Like-
I feel like this is clearly an ongoing thing. So
Mhm.
you didn't have to threaten the little Cocoa High School like
Right?
that.
Or he's a high school student. He could pack his own lunch.
That is also very true.
So yeah, I'm just
That's everything about this story is weird. You
yeah,
know,
she's definitely tripping.
who's tripping?
You're really trying to get someone to say it.
No one's gonna say it. It's perfectly fine.
Anya, that's who.
Anya Matoya Smith.
Ana Metoya Smith.
Be tripping.
She really be tripping, bro. That's crazy. Very quickly before we move on to our next story, this question was posed the other day, I think. But when it came to school lunches, what were like some go-to items for you guys?
Chicken sandwich.
Fries?
Fries,
Chicken
for
sandwich?
sure.
The sandwich bar.
You got a sandwich
You got
bar?
a sandwich bar.
Like you're making your own sandwich, like a turkey ham, and
You got a
salami.
Subway inside your school?
It was like,
Bruh.
if you ever been to Sam's,
You rich. Anthony got the bag.
We had something similar to
kidding,
that. It
Anthony.
was basically Sam's Subway line.
yeah,
Huh.
like the
I've
sandwich,
never
the
been to
sandwich
Sam's,
line,
so-
like they have there.
You've never been to Sam's?
No.
Isaiah, it's a shaping experience. You're almost a senior.
It's fine. I haven't either.
Listen, I'm also a senior and I don't own a single Montclair State piece of apparel.
Me neither.
Really?
Thank you. I was
See,
just
like,
talking
here's the
about
thing.
this.
Here's
Rocky
the
is
problem with Montclair
crying
State.
right now.
One, they always rob me whenever like I don't pay for parking. That's extreme. That is very extreme. $70 for forgetting to pay something is absurd. Montclair State, I'm gonna say it's racist, but it's not. Secondly, why is every single thing in that apparel shop like $30 and up? Like who's buying? Like I am so shocked that you guys are falling for the bait.
They have T-shirts that are like
All
$10.
of you are
But it'll be
falling
like-
for the bait when you have those fancy Montclair State hoodies and your fancy Montclair State sweatpants. I know how much you paid for that, and I just know you got robbed.
Oh, that Montclair hoodie I got was a gift.
Oh, okay, that's cool. That's cool.
So you're fine.
You're good, Lana. I'm just saying, you can't fall for the sauce, guys. It's
Hey,
just fake.
Shout out Caitlin. Love you to death. You still have my $50 Montclair hoodie, and I don't think I'm getting it back anytime
No,
soon.
you're not
She's
getting
not
it.
giving it back.
It's
Come on.
gone.
Accept it, Aiden. That's not yours
Come
anymore.
on.
No, it's
Move
not.
on with life. Buy a new one.
I heard he did.
Before I
But have you
graduate, I'll
seen
get
those
one.
Montclair blankets though? They look so soft.
We have blankets.
Yeah.
No, I've seen. Here's the thing. There's like this really nice sweater at that place. I'm like, that color would look so great on me. But I'm like, $50?
I got a winter coat there. It was
You got a coat?
You got a coat?
yeah, it was like $200. But
Whoa! Slow down. Reverse it. $200?
Wait, from like the student bookstore?
yeah.
No.
Why?
$200 for a
It was-
jacket?
It was a really good jacket.
What does it look like? Why aren't you wearing your?
Was it
ring out?
North
It's not
Face?
cold.
Was it a North Face?
Does it
It was
feed
It
you?
was WeatherTech.
Oh my.
Does the jacket
God.
have like an arm that comes out and like grabs the food and feeds you?
Wow.
No,
Does it
but
have
That's not
Wi-Fi?
worth $200.
wait, what?
Does it have Wi-Fi on it?
No, it does not.
What is this jacket
Can
then,
we look
Lana?
it up?
Yeah, you can look it up. It's on the bookstore website.
That's crazy. Does it
Does it
work
have gold
good?
in it?
It does not have gold in it, but it does. It's comfortable.
Does it
It's a
keep you
winter
warm?
tech.
It does keep me warm, and
Okay.
it's also good for the rain too.
Got it.
Is
Lana,
it
that's
this right
wild.
here?
$200
Yeah,
for the
I
rain.
see it.
Wow.
nice.
That's whoa.
It was really
Um,
expensive, but
Lana,
I
so,
like it.
you didn't have a coat before?
Not really.
You
No.
didn't go to like Marshalls or something? TJ
Oh,
Maxx?
Oh, not
They got some
really.
cheap coats there, man.
I was just kind
Wow.
of surviving on hoodies, and my mom was constantly like, "You're gonna freeze. Get yourself a coat at this point."
Yeah.
Cutter, it's online only.
Yeah, you can only.
The people who were working at the register were probably like, "We've never seen anyone buy this jacket
It's
ever."
Montclair. It's the bookstore talking about Mom's Day gifts under $50.
Oh, that's
Oh
true.
my
You can
God.
get
Hit up
shirts.
the bookstore, guys.
Yeah.
You can get shirts that say like Montclair State Mom on them.
And I guess
Um,
they're probably like $45.
Mama,
Is there
are
a
you
mom
listening?
tax?
I got this sweatshirt as a gift, and I got a t-shirt as a gift too.
So what I'm hearing
The
is
only thing I've ever bought from the actual like gift store was like a magnet for my car.
Hmm.
That's probably it.
I bought a cup for my grandpa.
I bought nothing.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I buy a present for my parents like for
I
Christmas.
bought that jacket, and then I did also buy like a fleece sweater.
I did
I
buy like a
love it.
nice like $70 like polo shirt for my dad for Christmas.
A polo?
Yeah, like a golf shirt.
Oh, okay.
I do have like other Montclair apparel, but like Tony bought me a lot of Montclair apparel before I started here for my birthday.
Tony.
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 Tony. Tony.
Never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
Before we go on to our next story, I have more apparel from different colleges than my own school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually really
Yeah.
yeah.
I got Clemson, Florida State, UCLA. I mean, listen, Hawk Plus. I'm sure you're making something. Hook a brother up. Hook me and Amina up.
Yeah, I didn't.
Hypothetically, I
They
you
have
know,
gift cards. You can get gift cards to the store.
and you gotta pay for those, man.
You
Yeah.
can
Gotta
ask somebody
pay.
to get you a gift card.
I'm like the guy in the street with like a Burger King cup. Help a guy out.
Jesus.
You can get a $500 gift card to the bookstore.
Hey,
Their mugs are nice.
that's crazy.
Oh boy, who's that?
Oh, it's Cam. He has a lot of Montclair State apparel. Guys, we're gonna move on to our
Who's
next
that?
story though. And it's in kind of good Florida man story.
Really?
So this is absolutely absurd, and I'm glad Cam actually walked in for this story because it's definitely interesting. So the Marvel Cinematic Universe has plenty of dedicated fans, right? You know, we watch Spider-Man No Way Home and all that stuff, but there's one fan that took that to the next level, and he actually has a Guinness World Record for it, for the amount of times he chose to watch Spider-Man No Way Home in theaters. This particular fan, Ramiro Alanis from Florida, actually managed to watch the film not once, not twice, not 10 times, not 50 times, not even 100 times. My guy watched the Spider-Man No Way Home 292 times in theaters, not even at his home. In order to accomplish this via Guinness World Records, Ramiro watched the No Way Home 292 times from December 16, 2021, all the way to March 15th, 2022.
Who has that kind of money?
The ultimately added up to 720 hours of watching this film in effort to celebrate the news. Ramiro plans to record like a video for Twitter. He also held the previous record for 191 viewings of Avengers Endgame. But that record was broken in 2021 by a man, Arnaud Klein, who watched the film Camelot 204 times. Quote, he decided to attempt the record again in honor of his grandmother, Juani, who passed away in 2019 before she could see Ramiro earn his Guinness World Record title. Quote, if anyone tries to break my record again, I want them to think twice before attempting
That's
it.
so good.
Just so we know, that at the absolute minimum is $4,000.
As a resident Marvel Cinematic Universe fan, as the biggest one, probably of the station by far. I don't think I have enough time / money to even come close to that.
That, you know, Cam, I think we all were thinking about this. What are this man's pockets like?
Is he
go
trying to
the
bless?
theater,
Is he trying to bless?
like 292 times, and I'm assuming he like brought a drink in, some food.
Think about it. A movie ticket's like $15.
$15. That's
By 292.
That's
$4,380.
That's insane.
And that's just going to
Yeah, Aiden had it right, I think, earlier. It's definitely north of 4,000 because you got to be buying food and drinks
no.
But also, it's
and
like,
gas.
You're just sitting there, like you were going from movie to movie to movie.
Yeah.
You probably watch like 4 in a day.
That's 30 days worth of movies. I did the hours.
There's no way he would have enjoyed that.
I know.
The same thing over and over again.
The
though.
same
Oh,
thing.
Like
no.
I love the movie, but
Like
would
at
agree.
most, I feel like you can watch it twice. You know, in
Yeah.
theaters.
Hey,
What?
I could watch it quite a few times.
You watch it more than twice in theaters, Cam?
Probably
No,
by
I
like the
have no money for that.
50th viewing.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So
By like the 50th viewing, Toby walks through the portal. Everyone goes crazy. I've seen it 49 times already.
And
It's not that great.
at
Oh,
this
spoiler
point,
alert.
he's actually
Spoiler.
mouthing the entire thing
Well,
as
he
the show
has
is
to
going
have.
on. Yeah.
Listen, he can recite it quote for quote. at this
Yeah.
point.
He knows all the soundtrack songs too. Every name in the credit scene. Like, what was my guy doing?
He's looking at different characters in each scene.
That's
You
crazy,
gotta be looking
man.
for something else each time you go.
No, we're like listen, I love me some Marvel, but at the same time, you gotta find something else after
Bro, literally.
after like
anything
each
else.
scene you gotta find something else.
Like,
there's not that many Easter eggs.
honestly, like
not that
once
many.
again, in theaters, maximum 2. If you want to go home, watch it a couple more times, analyze it, I'm not hating on that. But over 200 times in a theater, man,
Almost 300.
like, what? I feel like we could be doing a little bit more. Also, what is his job?
That's true. What is his job?
What is his job?
Imagine they were paying him on the side.
For real,
to-
they're
to
like
go
sponsored by
watch this.
Marvel at the end of the article. Be like, we got a man to actually do it.
Sponsored by Disney. Here, take this money,
Disney.
which should be helpful.
All right, y'all.
All right, I'm about to get that out here.
Bye, Cam.
Bye,
You can catch
Cam.
Cam every Monday on the Morning Buzz, along with Joe Varargo, Ali Arroyo, Megan Onolo, and Cassandra Events Girl. Yes. Anyways, we're gonna talk about some meat and some more meat.
That was okay.
Lab-grown meat company Prime Evil Foods is planning to bring a whole host of exotic meats to the market. Can anyone guess? I hope you didn't read the article yet, but well, maybe you should
I'm
have.
gonna guess.
Go ahead and guess.
Zebra,
Go on.
lion,
One more.
elephant,
Another one.
tiger.
Yeah, my man got it.
Wow, what a guess.
Wow.
What a guess.
But instead of going to the safari and butchering these endangered animals, the startup is hoping to replicate the, here we go, big time word, gastronomical experience by cultivating cells inside a lab. A new approach that could change diners' lives for years to come. It's a clever take on the trend, especially considering most of the company's potential customers have no idea what any of those exotic meats even taste like. And the company has already found a couple of Michelin-starred restaurants in London to preview its dishes. Quote, we select a small sample of tissue from the healthiest wild animals. Meanwhile, they continue to enjoy their lives. While big cats have a unique amino acid and protein profile, elephants have more fattiness to their muscle tissue. Go figure. Which makes for an exceptional umami experience. We are currently working on Siberian tiger, leopard, black panther. Oh man, he's already dead. Bengal tiger, white lion, lion and zebra. That was too soon. I apologize for that. Great actor, great human being as well. But y'all in the mood to try zebra?
That was the one I was curious about. I want zebra.
I just found out yesterday that my friend eats like duck bacon. So
Duck bacon?
Yeah,
Duck
didn't know
bacon.
that was a thing.
Well, duck is
I'm
already very
sorry.
fatty.
I don't want to eat any type of cat. Lion, tiger.
Really?
You would not try a
panther.
lion.
I would not try any cat.
Zebra reminds
Really?
me too much of a horse, so no.
I feel like zebra too. Yeah, horses
I'm
are
eating
cat
everything
meat.
on
I
this
cannot
list.
do
I
it.
gotta
I'm
be
just
honest.
saying.
I gotta be honest. I feel like part of me would want to just try it. You know, just get to
I could do
like.
an elephant. I would eat an elephant.
Actually, I don't think I could do elephant either. Elephants are cute.
Here's the.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I eat cows. That's
Dude,
fine.
cows are pretty cute.
Cows are cute.
Yeah.
So-
See that little baby calf? It tastes great as a burger.
You're right, but I don't think you should say it.
Yeah, I mean,
It
I
tastes
feel like-
great
you
as
know
a
that
burger.
little baby beautiful cow that is just living life, and then we end its life.
And you know
to
that
eat?
patty that's in between those two buns?
Mm.
That
Guys,
is
you're giving
so
me fooding
delicious.
flashbacks. I don't
I don't-
appreciate this.
Yo, I love a good cow, bro.
Let's see who's looking at a zebra
filet
going,
mignon.
oh, that's so
Now I
cute.
feel
A lot of
guilty.
people.
I filet mignon.
Filet mignon.
I mean, I feel like
Yeah.
it would be cool to be like, oh yeah, I eat lion, but then like,
I don't know. I feel like just to have the experience of trying it, it's definitely very gimmicky. Like I don't think any of these things probably taste that great. But I imagine that it's definitely like especially at those Michelin star restaurants where they probably give you like this big of a piece of zebra meat and then like a fancy
A little
cilantro.
drizzle.
Yeah. But I think it's an interesting concept to say the least. I'm sure a lot of people are gonna like go out of their way to go to these restaurants and try it.
I would like all of these once.
Yeah, I think I can't do the Black Panther just because, you know, RIP. But
No cats or no horse meat. Can't do any of that.
I forget, is it Japan where they have horse sashimi?
What's that?
It's like just the cut of the meat, like
No,
Like-
no horse meat.
Like
no cat
slithers?
meat.
I think yeah, like they actually just be eating horses.
Raw?
I don't know if it's
What?
raw. Let me see it very quickly. This is the Morning Buzz 90.3, or this is WMSC 90.3 Upper Montclair Morning Buzz Wednesday. It is April 27th, 2022. And very quickly before we close out the show, I need to figure out what horse sashimi is. So if you're still listening on, you get to enjoy this wonderful ride that we are on together.
I love how we always end with food.
I know. You know,
Because
sometimes
it's breakfast time. I haven't eaten yet today.
None of
I
us
know,
have.
I'm hungry.
Now I'm kind of scared, dude.
Oh, it is raw.
Ew,
Yeah.
Raw
no,
horse
no,
slithers?
no.
Here it is. Japanese basashi is a unusual dish which incorporates thin slices of raw horse meat.
Ugh.
It belongs to the popular and broad group of sashimi
Horse
dishes
meat,
and is
ew.
considered to be a unique Japanese delicacy.
I cannot eat horse meat.
It just doesn't even
Raw?
look good on the pictures. It looks
don't-
like
Yeah, it
salami.
literally just looks like
Gross.
steak but not cooked.
Yeah.
Look at this man.
Oh.
You would want to eat him.
Nah, but
Honestly,
you know
he
what-
do be
what-
looking
Okay,
delicious.
You're an equestrian Lana's
I would change that
question.
picture, Lana, because you look pretty good.
This.
I'm kidding.
This right
I'm kidding,
here looks tasty.
Hey guys, that does it here for the Wednesday edition of the Morning Buzz. This is, we're almost near the end of our season. We'll come back in the summer at some point. But hey guys, enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Be safe. Don't drink and drive. All those things in between. It was a great show. From me, Aiden, Lana, Amina, and Anthony, we say goodbye. Shout out to you, Caitlin.
Shout out, Caitlin. Love you. Have a good day at school.
Bye.
This is Charles Osgood. You're listening to 90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair, New Jersey, the voice of Montclair State.